Hello everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And I'm getting tired, Rainbow.
Me too.
We've been flying for 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
And we're still not there yet.
Are we there yet?
We're not flying. Ryan and Eva are the two who are flying, and they've been having actually a very normal trip by airplane, right? They checked in, they got their boarding passes.
They went through immigration, they went
security.
shopping.
We think Ryan went crazy
Duty-free.
in the duty-free stores, but we're not sure yet. But it seems that finally in part C today, we're near the end of our journey, and all they have to do after getting off the plane is collecting their luggage. And then the holiday begins. They can leave the airport, go and have fun. That will be great. But yes, they have to get their luggage or baggage that was checked in under the plane. Now, have you ever lost a piece of luggage or baggage when you were traveling by plane? You get there and your bag is not there.
Yes.
That's not good. Has that ever happened to you?
This would be my trip to Cambodia.
Oh, okay. And did you get the luggage back?
Actually, I think there was a tag on the luggage and they
Okay.
managed to ship it to the hotel I was staying at.
That is good.
So that was fortunate, but I was prepared to have to buy everything again because it wasn't there.
You could, right? If you don't have the things you need, especially like clothes or toothbrushes, it can be a real problem. Luckily, these days with computers and the codes they use, it's quite unusual to lose your luggage.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I lost mine in America a few years ago. It went to Seattle. I went to Vancouver in Canada.
Man.
I got it back a day later, but I remember talking to the lady from the airline and she said, "Was there anything important in the bag?" And I said, "Well, you know, my clothes, my shoes, my money, my medicine, everything I was bringing
That's
is
important.
kind of important." And then she said, "Oh, you shouldn't put medicine in your luggage.
Yeah, she said you should carry it with you,
You should carry it."
right?
And then I said, "Yes, well, I didn't know you would lose my luggage." And she said, "Okay, I'm sorry, that is true." So, but that's a good point. You should take things that are super important,
With
like your
you.
passport, your money, with you. Don't put it in your luggage. You will probably find your luggage again, but it could be inconvenient. So, let's find out what happens in part C. I hope they get theirs back. Ryan and Eva are at the baggage claim area at their destination.
Man, I forgot how long international flights can be.
Yeah, and the immigration officer asked me a lot of questions about our visit.
Well, we're both through. Now we need to wait for our bags to come out.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I just saw our backpacks.
All right, so our title, as usual, is Before and After a Flight. This is part C, the final part. So I think today it's after a flight.
Yes, we're finally there.
Yay.
Ryan and Eva are at the baggage claim area at their destination. So we finally arrived and now we just need to get our luggage and we can go to the hotel and start to have fun.
There you go. So they're feeling a little bit tired. We don't know how long they flew, but probably for more than just a few hours, because Ryan says, "Man, I forgot how long international flights can be." He's not calling Eva a man, because she is clearly not a man. This is just like saying wow or gosh or gee or something like that. It's a word we say when we're feeling something kind of strongly. So he's kind of saying, wow, long flights can be really tiring, especially these international flights, because international means between different countries. If you fly in one country, like in America from San Francisco to New York, that would be a national or a domestic flight. But if you fly from America to any other country, even up to Canada, Mexico, or all the way around to Brazil or Australia, if you're going to a different country, it's international. So anything that happens between different countries around the world is an international situation.
Eva says, yeah, and the immigration officer asked me a lot of questions about our visit. Wow, so you do have to go through immigration, and sometimes people say, where are you going? Who are you visiting? How long will you be here? What are you doing here? So the guy who's asking you these questions is the immigration officer. An officer is somebody who works for a professional organization. Often it is like the airport, it could be a police officer, it could be someone who works for the government. These are professionals who are doing higher level work to make sure that the laws are all followed and everything is going well. So if an officer is speaking to you, you need to be quite serious.
That's true. And yeah, it's best to say sir or ma'am or just officer. Is there a problem, officer? Something like that. All right, so they're going to ask you all those questions. Of course, if you're visiting a country, they will ask you more questions. If you're coming home to your home country, usually not that many. All right, anyways, so Ryan says, well, we're both through. They answered all the questions, everything looked fine. They got the new stamp from the new country in their passport. Now they're free to go and enjoy their holiday. Oh, no, not quite free to go. Remember, they don't have their big bags, their luggage. Now, Ryan says, we need to wait for our bags to come out. This is that place you go into a big room and they have all those machines that turn slowly, and slowly your bags come out and you look for it. Oh, there's our bag. You run over and grab it. It's the final thing you have to do, but you also often have to be patient because it happens slowly.
Eva says, yeah. Oh, hey, I just saw our backpack.
That's great. I love it when my bag...
have to wait that long.
I love it when my bag comes out almost first. You feel so lucky, don't you? All right, well, we'll take a break, and hopefully they will be reunited with their bags very soon.
Okay, I see them. I'll grab them and put them on the luggage cart.
Thanks for doing that. Let me make sure the numbers match. And they do.
Okay, it's time for customs. Do you have your form ready?
Yep. Let's go.
All right, so they're waiting for their luggage, and right before the break, good news, we think. Eva thinks she saw their luggage come out, and Ryan agrees. Yes, okay, I see them. This is great news. They can grab them and get out of the airport. That's what Ryan will do. He says, I'll grab them and put them on the luggage cart, and then they can push them towards the taxis and buses, and as I said, leave the airport very soon.
Eva says, thanks for doing that. Let me make sure the numbers match, and they do. Well, she's very careful.
That is smart, yeah. A lot of luggage kind of looks the same, right? Many people have similar designs. Black is a very common color to find. I like to tie something on mine that's a different color, right? That's a good idea because as people are excited and ready to leave the airport, they might grab the wrong suitcase, especially if you have one that looks like a lot of the other ones. When you grab something, that means basically you just get it in your hand and you take it somewhere. Sometimes you would think of grab as being taking it quickly. You might grab something if you don't want the other person to have it, or we can also use it to talk about getting something that isn't too hard to get. Maybe even buying something that isn't too hard to find. You'll grab a drink at the convenience store or grab a cup of coffee on the way to work. You'll also grab your bag or grab your wallet and phone before you go out of the house. A quick action to get something so you can bring it with you when you're wanting to use it.
Yep, and if you are smart, you'll make sure that the numbers from the ticket match the numbers from the luggage. To match means to see if something goes together, to see if they are the same. So, for example, if we were talking about clothing, we are matching because we're both wearing blue. So that's a color that would match with each other, and there are many different ways for people to match, or you can have items that are matching. Things that go together match.
Exactly right. In this case, it would be the numbers on the form. In the same way, when you get on the plane, you have your boarding pass with a seat number, and then you look for the number of the chair on the plane that matches. That is the correct one for you to use. Okay, so the numbers match. They've got the luggage. They're pushing it on the cart. Oh yeah, one more thing. Okay, says Ryan.
Oh my gosh.
It's time for customs. Do you have your form ready?
So you have to fill out this form if you're going to travel to an international country that you are not from, because you have to write this information, the address, who you are, your birthday, for the people to keep as a record. Eva says, yep, I'm ready. I already filled it out on the plane. Let's go.
Okay, so at customs, they will look in your bags to make sure you're not bringing anything illegal into the country. And that form they give you, that allows you to tell them what you're bringing, and if you're bringing in something that maybe is not okay, like plants or fruits or vegetables, you should write it on the form, because if they find it and you didn't tell them, you could be in trouble. Now, what is a form? It's a piece of paper, although now you can have a form on the internet. But basically, it's a piece of paper with missing information, and your job is to put in the information. We often do this at a bank, or when we go to sign up at a gym or at a new school, or almost anywhere where they want our information, your name, your address, your phone number, when you were born, things like that. You'll write all that in different places on the form, and then the worker who needs it will have the information that they need. There's a lot of forms to fill out when you
many forms.
Travel by airplane these days. Anyways, there you go. So that's a simple explanation over 3 days of how to travel fairly smoothly. And we hope you guys get a chance to get on a plane, go somewhere fun, have an international holiday, because I think we've all been at home a little too long. So happy travels, bon voyage, and maybe we'll see you at the airport, but we will definitely see you back here soon. Bye-bye. Ryan and Eva are at the baggage claim area at their destination.
Man, I forgot how long international flights can be.
Yeah, and the immigration officer asked me a lot of questions about our visit.
Well, we're both through. Now we need to wait for our bags to come out.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I just saw our backpacks.
Okay, I see them. I'll grab them and put them on the luggage cart.
Thanks for doing that. Let me make sure the numbers match. And they do.
Okay, it's time for customs. Do you have your form ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 international 形容词，国际的。Harry runs an international company in Taipei. Harry 在台北经营一间跨国公司。Run 就是经营。下一个单字 officer 名词，公务员、官员，也可以指军官。My father is an officer in the Navy. 我爸爸是海军军官。Navy 就是海军。下一个单字 match 动词，吻合、相符。The socks you're wearing don't match. 你穿的那双袜子不成对，也就是说你穿错了啦，两只不一样。下一个单字 form 名词，表单。Please fill out the form with black ink. 请用黑色墨水填写表格。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 Somebody forgets how long 加主词加动词，某人忘记什么事情要多久时间。在这里 how long 引导名词子句是 forget 的受词，必须要注意子句中的主词与动词的顺序。先说主词，再讲动词。这里的 long 可以换成其他字，例如说 how much。我们来看看这个例句 I forget how much the camera is. 我忘记这台相机多少钱了。How long 也可以用其他 WH 开头的疑问词替代。我们来看看这个例句 I always forget when my mom's birthday is. 我总是忘记我妈妈的生日，她应该会哭吧。接着我们看下一个文法 A asks B about C. A 询问 B 关于 C。我们来看看这个例句 My teacher asked me about my family. 我的老师询问我关于我的家庭状况。最后一个文法Thanks for 加动词 ing 感谢什么东西。我们来看看这个例句 Thanks for telling me the truth. 感谢你告诉我实话。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Though Bing-Rui Wang didn't go to art school, she won a handicraft competition. She opened Bing-Rui Wang Fiber Art Studio to continue making art. She likes wool felt a lot because it is easier to color and work with. Wang makes beautiful wall art, bags, and carpets. Her studio focuses on fiber art. Natural fibers like cotton and wool are common materials. The studio also offers lessons. The price ranges from NT $500 to NT $2,000.